Headache. Why people have a headache? Well, what generally headaches is all about. A headache can be so-called tension headache. You feel the tightness around the head. So some people experience as oh, I have a headache. Or some people have so-called stabbing headache, different region of the head. Could be a forehead, could be the temporal, top of the head, sometimes occipital, so stabbing headache. Or sometimes people say, I can't describe what it is, but just kind of feels a heavy sensation in the head. So there's so many different types of quality of the headache that we can describe. But in general speaking, I can tell you one secret of how to get rid of a headache. More than 80% of headache that most people are experiencing are dehydration. So number one reason cause of the headache is the dehydration. I can describe you numerous patients cases that in my experience for the over 20 years that more than 70-80% of people, if the cell is dehydrated, there's a way to body to send a message to you as a symptom is the headache. So if you're drinking half of the body weights in ounces of water, in general speaking, you should not experiencing this type of headaches. So that I can rule out 70-80% of the patients who are suffering as headaches. And the number two reason that people might suffer from a headache is hypoglycemic. When the sugar level in the body goes down and the body, another way to telling you is that I don't have enough blood sugar in the system. So the body creates that symptom called the headaches. So those are the number two we see very common. So number one is a dehydration. Number two, hypoglycemic, which is the sugar level is going down really fast. And then number three, we see this in a regular basis, is the tension headaches. Whether you work in the office on the computer, which most of the people use the computers all the time, so that during a computer usage, how often do you use the muscles in the neck and shoulder and upper body? Probably my guess is you're not going to use more than an hour or 2 hours. You're just typing, your body is still. In that case, your blood stagnates in the area, and when the blood stagnation starts happening, they'll build up the irritation, the tension to the nervous system. So that will lead you to what's called the tension headaches that runs from typically from the neck all the way up to the front. So this is called the tension headaches. So this is the number three patterns that we see very often in a clinical setting for the tension headaches. So all those three cases are very easy to be treated by yourself. Drink enough water to your body weight, half body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, divided by 2 is the 60 ounces, which is about close to the 2 quarts of water that you should be drinking. And number two is the hypoglycemic, making sure that you're eating the proper organic produce meal that lasts long hours in your system. So if you're having lots of carbohydrate that crush your blood sugar very fast, so that you often have the hypoglycemic, sugar levels goes down in the body very fast. So having a proper protein levels and the fat levels in the diet, those are very key elements for you to last for the sugar in the system. And number three, to breaking down the tension headache cycle, our recommendation is to move up and move the body every 30 minutes. At most of every hour, you need to get up and actually pump the muscles, moving the neck, moving the shoulder, walk around. More you move the muscle, your local tissues or muscle pumps the blood into the area. So the fresh blood comes there, all the blood goes back to your heart. So then all the new oxygen, new nutrients will carry on to the area. So they're able to reduce a lot of different type of tension headaches. Okay, so number four headache that we see the patterns is especially for the female, hormonal imbalance headaches. This typically comes once a month, whether during a menstrual cycle or premenstrual or actual mid-cycle as the ovulation when it kicks in. So those are the hormonal imbalance that can lead to different type of headaches. So this as a female, as a patients and the women out there that experience this monthly regular headaches as comes to the patterns, this is often associated with the hormonal imbalance. In this case, there's many different approaches available that we offer at the EAMP Center for Natural Healing. The fifth ranking on the headache that we see in the clinical setting, often in our practice, is the allergy triggered headache, which means that so you're reacting to the food or you're reacting to the environmental factors such as the pollens, trees, dust, mold. Those can trigger the allergic reaction as the symptom of the headaches. So all those types of the allergic type of reaction as the headaches, of course you need to get rid of the allergy as a cause of the problems, and there's many different approaches available. At the EAMP Center for Natural Healing, we focus on how to eliminate or reduce the allergic reaction, which equally able to reduce the headache as a symptoms.